Hello, this is Daniel from Samdan's Couch. The Nintendo Switch 2 is here, and along with the console, we have gotten our hands on the new Switch 2 Pro controller. I happen to have all 3 generations of Nintendo Pro controllers. So let me show you this brand new controller and compare it to the former Nintendo Pro controllers. Here I am unboxing the Switch 2 Pro controller. Packaging is very similar to the former Switch 1 Pro controller, which, if you happen to own one, you are also able to use with the Switch 2 console. The Switch 2 Pro controller, though, does have new features that the Switch 1 doesn't have. Like there is the function that you can wake your Switch 2 console now from rest mode. So now you can just sit on your couch, grab your controller, and wake your Switch console up without having to get up and turn the console on with this tiny top button. Then we also have a new C button if you want to use the new communication function of Switch 2. If not, you can also remap the button and use it for something else. We also have a headphone jack on the bottom of the controller, which is going to be a handy feature for some people. What really excites me is that this controller features 2 back buttons, which you can freely map to any buttons of your choice. For Mario Kart, for example, I have the left back button mapped to brake and the right button to acceleration. This is also how I mapped Cyberpunk 2077, which makes getting around more comfortable. And to round it all up, the Pro controller has a super nice and smooth finish, which feels nice in your hands. The controller is also balanced well, so long gaming sessions won't be a problem. And what all 3 Pro controllers have in common over the years is the exceptional battery runtime. I was not able to even kill the battery once in this review, so you can be sure that recharging won't be a constant thing like it is with the PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers. On the downside, we don't have Hall effect analog sticks. It was never a problem for me with the Nintendo Pro controllers, but it would have been nice to have this feature if you want to game on this controller for many years to come. And the trigger buttons are not analog. This doesn't bother me a lot though, since in my mind they are only really useful in simulation racers. Games like Mario Kart, it is always pedal to the metal mode, so no loss there. The Switch 2 Pro controller also supports gyro aiming, which in games like Splatoon and Cyberpunk 2077 can help big time when trying to get that extra aiming precision in. Now what I really like about this controller, besides being comfortable, long lasting, and that it is back button equipped, Nintendo found a way to get rid of stick grind. I made a video about stick grind and ways to circumvent it with special rubber bands, which has its own downsides. The Wii U Pro controller and the Switch 1 controller have visible wear on the sticks from me playing with them. But check out the new Switch 2 design. The sticks never touch the case of the controller. This problematic zone is handled by its internals, stopping the sticks from grinding on the outer case. And I'm very happy about this, and it is not talked about it enough. So if stick grind is something you really dislike, Nintendo found a way around it. And the analog sticks are also a lot more quiet compared to the Switch 1 Pro controller. Take a listen. So altogether, the Switch 2 Pro controller is actually a bigger upgrade than you might expect at first sight. If you don't have a Switch Pro controller and you like gaming with your Switch 2 connected to your TV, I would definitely get the Switch 2 Pro controller. Also, if you value the extra buttons and to be able to wake your console with your controller, the investment will be worth it. If you already own a Switch 1 Pro controller and don't need extra buttons, wake up function, and don't mind stick grind, you can just continue using your Switch 1 controller. For me personally though, I'm happy that I upgraded to the Switch 2 Pro controller, because I do love the added features and conveniences and will be using it whenever my Switch 2 is docked. How about you? Are you going to upgrade to the Switch 2 Pro controller? Keep playing with your Switch 1 Pro controller? Or stick with the Joy-Cons even when playing docked? Let me know in the comments of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. If you would like to see more of my videos, cool tech reviews and games. It really helps me to make more content for you in the future. Until then, I will see you next time on Sam Dan's Couch.
Sam Dan's Couch. Welcome to Sam Dan.